All right, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? What's going on? Um, Today we got this video. It's currently 10:21 at night. I know it's been a minute since you guys seen me. Haven't posted in about a month. Conveniently, it stopped as soon as I was about to start my series, but we're gonna get that series started back up for you guys. I'm sorry I've been away for a little minute. I was going through a little bit of personal stuff. Just had to get that cleared up first. But now we're back. And I want to bring you guys a back testing session because I switched up the strategy a bit. Now, I still do trade continuations. I still label myself as a continuation trader, but I switched up the strategy a little bit because I believe it works for me. And it's more of a higher time frame continuation play. So I'm still open to taking, A plus continuation setups if they appear. But I now have also added to my bag what I like to call the common sense strategy. I'm going to throw a name on it. Yes, it's the common sense strategy because it's very common sense. I'm not going to lie. Some of the entries that I take, they won't even look like they're the most ideal entry, but it's just common sense on where price is going. And I want to throw a name on it and call it the Bain model, but yeah, I mean, you know what? I am gonna throw a name on it. It's called the Bain model because you could do everything with it. So I mean, basically, I look for more like internal reversal plays now, which would be like more higher time frame continuations, but just like internal reversals. So I target low resistance liquidity now, so like low resistance highs, low resistance lows. And I like to see a sweep of one direction and then a confirmation that orders were filled and that we're going to start into a new direction, which is basically reversals. But not all the time are they the most ideal entry model for, a reversal. That's why I want to put my own little spin on it, call it the Bain model, because it's not just a reversal model, because with this, we also can take continuation trades. Also, I don't know what I want to do here. I don't know if I want to so my brother brought me this beatbox from the store. So I don't know if I want to take a shot every time I take a loss or take a shot every time I take a win. I think I'm gonna take a shot every time I take a win because I tend to notice that I win a lot more with this model, and the frequency is a little bit higher, which isn't the most ideal because I mean, you don't want to be taking, trades every single day, but who's gonna, say no to a higher frequency model, And just to show you guys, my win rate used to be like 68 on here with like 200 trades taken, and I've gotten that up to almost 77% on an extra 100 trades. And just to look at some of these, I think this was this was definitely one. These stats are absolutely insane. I don't want to bring like false hope onto YouTube. Your stats aren't always going to look this good, They're not always going to look this good. You're not always going to take 19 trades and lose 3, But we'll just go through some of these previous backtesting sessions that I've had just to show you guys the stats of this model and why I think I would rather take a shot every time I win rather than lose, because I probably won't. Let me not jinx myself, but I don't think I'm going to take that many losses. So here we have 2 wins going into April, but going back to March, see, we only have 1 red day. And I think it started off in March. So we only had 1 red day in March and no red days in April. Going over to this next session here, 6 trades, 5 wins, 1 loss. 1 red day once again. This was, you see the title is Let's See, or the name is Let's See. Genuinely just practicing the model, Once again, I don't want to bring false hope onto YouTube, but I mean the stats don't lie. Stats don't lie, data doesn't lie. And so far I have been loving, absolutely loving. This was insane. This night I just couldn't miss, bro. This was insane. But I have been absolutely loving this model. Loving it. Absolutely. You see, we went through October, one red day. Then we went through November, like the first half of November, no red days. It's insane. So with all that talking being said, let's just get into this. Name this YouTube video. 100K balance is okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up ES. And okay, just so you guys know, I'm not flogging. Let's ask ChatGPT, give me a random month and year from 2020. We'll do 2023 to 2026. Okay, so ChatGPT said, I don't know if you guys can see this, to be honest. It said November 2024. So let's get that loaded up. Let's get straight to it. I think I'm going to take a shot just to start this one off. And we're going to take a shot for every W that we take. So let's get into it. First shot. All right. Let's get straight to it. We never start off at 9:30. I don't know why FX Replay does this. This is beautiful though. This is basically like exactly what I'm saying. As you see, we come. Oh, with this model, I also use I use the fib. I use the 0.5 and the 618 of the fib. And I also use like turtle soups. That's something new I added as well. I use turtle soups as well with this. As you see, I mean, we come down, we sweep out all of this low resistance liquidity. Honestly, probably would have caught it. Yeah, I would have most likely caught a continuation short. Let's see, where's 9:30 market open? One more. There we go. Okay, so this is 9:30 market open. Let's see. Is there any? There was no continuation short to be caught here, but as you see, we turtle soup all of these lows. All of these lows get ran. And what is that perfect for? Because we didn't close below any of these lows. We just turtle soup them. And then we get 5-minute inverse. You can enter on the close. With a trade this perfect, I'd probably be in like, okay, this magnet is going to throw me, but probably be in like right here. And another thing, this is also what, it's obvious that if you have a higher RR strategy, you're going to have a lower win rate. If you're going to have a lower RR strategy, you're going to have a higher win rate. With this, for some reason, I have seen an increase in win rate and an increase in RR. My average RR is about it's about a 2 RR, a 1 to 2 RR, basically my average win rate. My average RR, sorry. But you could take this up to this high. Let me scale down because this magnet is genuinely gonna blow me. Actually, let me just mark it out. So you could take this up to this high inside of this gap. I also really like to target unmitigated gaps, whether they're low time frame or high time frame. I find that unmitigated 5-minute gaps are a beautiful target. But this 1 hour is obviously mitigated, and I found that mitigated gaps are like low-key less of a favorite target for me, but they still play out. You could have targeted these highs, could have targeted these highs, or maybe even this high. Personally, I probably would have targeted these highs. So, and then I would have been break even probably now, like after sweeping this high, probably would have went break even. And let's just see if this plays. Okay, wait, because we're not gonna waste too much time on this. So we're failing to break this high. I probably would manually close here since we're just showing a lot of resistance at this high. I'd definitely be trailing stops as well, probably down to this low. So I would have either manually closed up here or got stop trailed. Yeah, that's exactly why. But as you see, 2 to 4 RR basically, and I honestly I realized that more times than not, it actually plays out rather than getting break even. I get break even a lot less as different to continuation. So now let's get into this back testing session. Enough yapping. So we have a daily gap on both assets here. Did we sweep these lows? We made like equal lows here. So ideally, I see us do something like this. We come down, sweep out these equal lows, and then deliver to this daily gap. Or if we open up bullish instead of opening up bearish, we come down, we come up, either sweep this high or like do something like this. Well, something like this. Ideally, I would probably want to see us sweep this high, but all in all, shit goes the way shit goes. Okay, so these lows are not SMT'd either. So this could be a target, and we have a lot of low resistance liquidity just stacked up here. So we can mark out all of these lows. And since we are in bearish market structure, I would favor shorts over longs, even though a daily gap is a very strong target. And I'll mark out this high as well on both assets. All right. So with that, we have been absolutely chopping. So I'd be looking for us to deliver out of this chop. So let's just see what we can get. Maybe a continuation long to this daily gap. We're respecting 0.5, which I do like, but I don't like this dead area of volume. Does this play out? Maybe, just because daily gap is such a strong target, but I'd rather see the reversal. Okay, so we sweep that. What's this news? No, we have news next candle. Okay, so we're failing to displace through this high. So now I'll just be looking for a shift in market structure, which we are now getting. We're shifting to the downside now, but we are inside this 5-minute gap. I'd want to see this 5-minute gap get inversed, and then I will take a short probably to like 930 lows if this gap gets inversed. Okay, so this price action is not ideal. Okay, yeah, this is not ideal. What time is this? 10:49. I'll just be off. Let's go through it. Go through the day. Once again, coming through bearish market structure. Yeah, not ideal at all. Next day. Okay, so we disrespect everything bearish. I'm super surprised that we left all of these lows. Look at all of these stacked lows. I would have really wanted to see us play out to that. But now with us being very bullish, is ES is at all-time highs. Is this the all-time high? Oh shit. Oh wait, no, it's not the all-time high for NQ, but it's the all-time high for ES. What the fuck? Surprisingly, this is like my first time seeing that. Not like, well, like it's my first time seeing it like this significantly, with the all-time high being 300 points away on NQ, but ES already being at all-time high. So we'll just mark out all-time high. And then we have this high right here, which is very close to these highs, basically like equal highs. I'd be very bullish towards a target. like that, with ES being at all-time high as well. Untapped 4-hour. If we decide we want to retrace, we really don't have like a bunch of stacked lows going on. So yeah, this will pretty much just be the analysis for the day. I'm not gonna overcomplicate this. I'll mark out this low as well, in case we want to like sweep this and then go higher instead of delivering to that 4-hour gap. With ES being at all-time high, I believe it's possible. Okay, assets are not correlated right now at all. I'd be very patient. Okay, so NQ has now swept this high. So I would, and it's 940, so we're still inside the range of manipulation. But I'd start looking for my entry around this point. Okay. So I mean, I'll mark it from this high. We haven't put in a bullish candle yet, so we can't really, and we're dumping. Fuck me. What was I thinking? Why didn't I? Okay, so low key, the reason why I call this the common sense model is because not a lot of people would probably take this short. This short really is like kind of what the fuck. But honestly, I noticed that a lot of times after we just sweep this high and then we break structure, we tend to deliver, you know? And it's like you can take this or you can wait for a continuation confluence off of this, which would look something like, you know, all the way down to these lows, which is still possible for me to get in. So we will see. We're sitting inside this 5-minute gap right now. So this is definitely an important point in price. And 930 low is, these are 930 lows. I love targeting 930 low as well. No entry. We're probably just going to dump. Okay, so as for a continuation confluence, this is just not enough of a retrace for me to enter. This probably plays out though. This probably just runs. Ooh. Okay, so we came and we sweep 930 low, and now we're getting displacement out of it. Taking a long like this isn't the worst long in the world, but the only thing is that we're targeting a draw basically that's already taken out. But with us being almost at all-time high conditions, I expect this to play out. So we're gonna take this as soon as this can get off my screen, but we're gonna slap these longs on here and hope we can get a fill. But okay, I low-key hate doing this though. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna try to get filled because I want to see the next candle. Like I want to see how it plays. See, like that's why I hate doing that, because if I would have got filled and this would have absolutely pissed me off. Okay, these longs definitely, like these definitely play out. So I'll probably play stops like here, and then I'll just simply go for a 1-to-1 actually. Once again, don't really want to set this because I don't like how this normally happens, but I believe this plays. So beautiful. I'll be break even. Boom. Simple. So that's 1-0. Honestly, this wasn't the best trade, the most cleanest trade. But it's just like, to me, it's honestly just common sense. And I mean, this is kind of basically the continuation model here. We sweep out these highs. We displace all the way down. Couldn't get a short entry because there was no retracement. Honestly, I could have gotten a short entry somewhere around this area. But I just didn't take it. Honestly, I don't know why. But I expected us to get some type of retracement around this area to then continue lower to 930 lows. Didn't end up happening. We sweep 930 low. Did not close below. Oh, this isn't even 930 low, but we sweep this low. Did not close below this low not one time. We turtle souped it. Well, low time frame turtle souped it. Came down, edged it, turtle souped it again, and then started displacing higher. Honestly, like longs around here, Wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world. As you guys see, I almost took a long here, but I just did not want that little like fill like limit thing. I don't like it on back testing. I really don't like it, and I don't do it in live market, so I'm not gonna do it here. But with us coming down, you also just got to think of the strength of the retrace when it comes to the continuation model, the strength of the retrace as well as the strength of the displacement. As you see, it took us 1, 2, 3, 4 candles to retrace, but the displacement ate up that entire move with just 2 candles, which shows bullish is stronger than bearish. And we also had this wick up. I mean, like, this is also basically displacement. So I was pretty confident in this playing out. So I had I barely got tagged in, I think, because I had my limit like right here. Where were my stops? I truly don't remember where my stops were, but I know like this was the 1-to-1, so my stops was probably like, yeah, below this candle most likely. And I also noticed that with this model, you can also play tighter stops, in my opinion. Shot number 2 for the video, shot number 1 for the session. Low key just spilt some of that shit on me, but it's chill. All right. Low key, I hate backtesting all-time highs, but it's chill, I guess. Did we just... Oh, I was gonna... Yo, we did. No fucking way. We displaced that much overnight? Holy shit. Okay, so this is Thursday. Where's Wednesday? Wednesday, I mean, we didn't really displace too much, but this is insane. Insane. This is generational wealth, but... So I guess we're all-time highs now, which is low-key not ideal. It's just low-key not ideal. I also have not backtested all-time highs with this model yet. So honestly, not ideal. And I don't even really like the continuation model at all-time highs. Very, very not ideal, actually. But I mean, you get what you get, you know? So untapped 1 hour on both assets. Then we just have all this low resistance liquidity, but I'm going to be very, very careful shorting just because of the fact that we're at all-time high. Like, you know, so we're just going to see what happens. I mean, is this data? Even if it is, it's probably a weak-ass data candle, so it don't even matter. Yeah, so honestly, no clue what I'm gonna do, because I have not backtested all-time highs. Okay, so I mean, like, in hindsight, well, it's not even hindsight because it hasn't played out yet, but this long probably smacks due to all-time highs, but I lose like every time I trade all-time highs. I just suck, bro. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you would have taken like a 1-to-1 off this candle, stops like right here, which isn't the worst entry in the world, bro, I'm not gonna lie, but this of course would have break evened. I was gonna say of course would have played out, but it of course would have break evened. But anywho's, that's besides the point. Let's see what we can get. Okay, I'm gonna long this, not even gonna lie. Once again, probably just a little 1-to-1. Do we have a 5-minute? Respect of the 5-minute. I'm gonna long this shit. Don't edge me. Beautiful. So behind this, honestly, I've heard a YouTuber who I used to watch, his name was AG Trades. He says when you're trading all-time high conditions, the reason why people lose is they take these itty-bitty retraces and enter off them, expecting us to displace. But when you're trading all-time highs, what you should be waiting for is that deeper retrace to then continue higher. And I tried it. Didn't really work the best for me. But if you want me to be honest, that's exactly what I used like right now. I just waited. We had that deeper retrace. We displaced. This wasn't enough conviction for me. Came down, failed to break past these lows right here. closed, very bullish close. And then we got another displacement candle. That was enough for me to go long. So that was the analysis behind that one. Shot number 2. Try not to spill it this time. All right, 2-0. I think we took a trade back-to-back days. This is a pretty decent start to the backtesting session. All right, so now we formed a little bit of structure. So we have these highs here. These are basically like just like stacked up highs on ES, and we also have this high right here. We came down. We did not sweep any of these lows. We edged them, but now we're displacing up back towards all-time high. I'd be bullish. Not gonna lie, I'd be bullish unless I'm proven otherwise. I mean, and if I'm proven otherwise, then we have targets, you know, so it's okay. That's the thing I love about trading like a model like this, where it doesn't like restrict me to just every day I come in. Like, I don't use a daily bias, you know. Technically I use like a if this then that, basically. So I really just use draw on liquidity. I don't really use a daily bias, so I don't get stuck to whatever my daily bias is. So if I say, okay, we're bullish on the day, I'm not just going to not look for shorts if shorts are presenting. You understand what I'm saying? So ES currently inside this gap. I mean, NQ, Jesus. NQ currently inside this gap. ES is basically disrespecting this gap right now as I speak. So we're just gonna see what happens. Honestly, I'd like to see us flip, come and sweep these out, and then displace the all-time highs if that's what we want to do. So ES swept this high. Now we're getting some stagnation here after ES swept that high. So we basically have a bearish SMT now at this point. ES broke structure to the downside. Where's 930? This is 930 low. We're not getting an entry to this, but we have all of these like stacked lows down here. So I'd like to see a trade towards these stacked lows. Like I said, I like targeting low resistance liquidity, but I also don't want to take a trade right here, which taking a trade right here is some shit I would do, but I don't want to take a trade right here and just get stuck inside this gap. But I would just be targeting these lows, stops above these highs. I don't want to get stuck inside this gap. And the thing is, if I do get stuck inside this gap, I'm most likely going to get stopped out. So even though it's kind of really clear, bearish SMT with these highs, we're just actually, I'm going to put more weight on that SMT. And we're currently like damn near about to inverse this 5 minute. So I'm going to wait for this 5 to close actually. Holy fuck. Okay. Fuck. I should have entered. But bearish SMT, and we're now delivering lower. I just don't want to get stuck in this gap. If we come up, yeah, see, like getting stuck in this gap would be horrible. This probably gets stopped out, to be honest. That's what happens when you get stuck inside gaps. Okay, this price action is absolutely hideous. So NQ is kind of just lagging while ES is displacing. So I'd just be looking to see if we either reverse off of this or if NQ decides that it wants to, okay. I was going to say if NQ decides it wants to follow, but 10 a.m. news just displaced. Oh, this isn't even 10 a.m. news. We just completely displaced off of this. So technically I would be taking shorts on the more bearish asset, which would be NQ, but I kind of don't want to bottom blast this shit. And I also still don't want to get stuck inside this gap, but I believe now at this point, 10 a.m. candle already opened. I believe we probably displace now. Okay, see, this is what I mean about these sell limits. Like, you see how we get this push down and then we just get this one big ass candle up. This is a sign that this probably is just going to get stuck inside this gap, but we don't have a 5 minute. Let's see. Do I truly want to take this short or not? Uh, this is iffy. This can go both ways. So just for that, I'm not gonna take it. Well, I wouldn't have got filled anyway. But this plays out for sure. Never mind, you would have got break even. I hate trading in gaps. You guys see I faded 2 setups. I would have taken this one, but I never got filled. But I just hate trading in gaps. These are absolutely disgusting, bro. Absolutely disgusting. Yo, trading in gaps make you rip your hair out, bro. But all right, we push on. So we have all of these stacked up lows here, and we have new week opening gap. I would be pretty bearish, to be honest with you. I'd be pretty bearish. Is that SMT'd? No, it's not. Yes, it's just a little bit more bearish. But, and then we have this low inside of this gap. Also not my favorite, but we have this untapped 1 hour right here. Also like equal lows. I'd be pretty bearish on the day. Can't even hold you, twin. And then as you guys can clearly see with these 2 candles, we created a SMT, which is now delivering price lower. So I really wouldn't even want to target that, to be honest, but it's also all-time high. So, I mean, if we target it, we target it. Also inversing this 30-minute, inversing these 15 minutes. So, I mean, it's, in my opinion, very clear on what the bias is. It's just, do we get an entry? And we do not. We just shit the bed. But we can, holy shit, probably get, oh fucking K, what is going on? Probably like probably a reversal long off of this though. This was new week opening gap. I low-key forgot that. But if I remembered, then I low-key probably would have just taken some shit like right here. Because once again, with this model, it's not about like, okay, it is about taking the most ideal setups. I don't want to give you guys bad advice. But well, actually, now that I noticed, the assets are not correlating at the fuck all. ES is bullish and NQ is bearish, so I actually would not have taken this actually. But if the assets were correlating, some shit like this, just for a calm 1-to-1, definitely would have played. But the assets are super uncorrelated right now, with one being bullish, one being bearish. So I probably would not even be looking for a trade right now until these assets start to correlate. Holy shit, we are shitting the bed. Okay, at this point, honestly, I probably wouldn't want to short. Just being real, probably would not want to short. And the only way I take a trade is with the reversal long, or if we just get the most beautiful 5-minute continuation of all time. Yeah, like I don't want to short this, I'm not gonna lie. But if we get some nice reversal longs, I'm not opposed to that. Okay, so currently turtle swooping is low right now, and we're displacing. See, this is what I mean by I like to target 5-minute gaps. Like, let me see what it would look like. Some shit like this I would definitely take. But with just how bearish we are, like, honestly, okay. So some shit like this I would definitely take. 15, oh, and it's a 15-minute. Untapped 15 and untapped 5. The only thing is just I just don't like how bearish we are, but untapped 15 and untapped 5, like how could I not take this, chat? How could I not take this? I'm gonna take it and just go break even really, really fast. Probably will get break even, but I mean, untapped 15, untapped 5. I have to take it. We're just so bearish though. I deserve it. I deserve it. Beautiful. Go break even here. It's that simple, bro. Like this model is insane. So with those stats that I showed you guys at the beginning, you guys can see like I'm honest, like I'm not faking it, nothing. It just makes sense to me. I don't understand. Like, I don't know. It's also 11 p.m. at night, so sorry if I'm just like talking. I'm low key a little bit tired, which is crazy because I'm never tired around this time. Um, bullish SMT, prices delivering higher. Definitely would want to see longs to this candle, and it's not SMT. Beautiful. Probably don't get an entry because ES is very close, but I mean, it's clear as day. We have, let me mark out the SMT for you guys. So we have this bullish SMT here. NQ did not sweep this low, which makes NQ the more bullish asset, but ES is also closer to the draw. We also have these stacked lows. I'd probably want to see us like retrace down a little bit, sweep out some of these lows, and then head to that draw. But we'll just see what happens. Yo, I literally just fucking said that, yo. Who am I? The market maker? Low-key want to long this shit right now. Oh, but ES swept this. But we are failing to displace. I low-key want to long this shit right now, but I'm going to give it one more candle. Fuck me, bro. Fuck me, bro. Fuck me. Bro. Okay, so this would have been very ideal. Stops at these lows. TP at this high. But I mean, I'm most likely I'm going to get break even on this because ES has now swept the draw. So I would be break even or manually close. But I mean, I probably wouldn't manually close. I'll just be break even. See, yeah, would have got break even either way. So it's all right. Fuck it. We made like triple equal highs right here. Damn near. I mean, like as for lower prices, where would I want to see a short to? Probably this candle that we did not sweep. We edged it. But I mean, like, nah, low-key don't want to see lower prices. I'm not going to lie. We can get a V shape. Okay, so we're respecting this gap. I just don't want to, like, what am I going to target with lower prices? No clue. Let's just play this out. This is insane because I was thinking of longing this too. Y'all are probably like, okay, this nigga's capping. But I swear, I was thinking about longing this, but the only reason I didn't was because these draws were already taken. Why would I long towards draws that are already taken? You feel me? But at the same time, this is the common sense model. And common sense tells me, yes, ES already swept these draws, but we also have no draws and liquidity to the downside. These are the only draws that we have. Where does market move? Market moves towards liquidity. We take liquidity, we rebalance. We take liquidity, we rebalance. We take liquidity, we rebalance. We rebalanced. Well, I wouldn't even want to call this like we rebalanced, but we came, we swept this low, we edged this one, but we had our manipulation move to the downside. Then, and another reason that I was kind of iffy about this because we already edged this draw once. But I mean, if we were going to take it out, we were going to take it out on this flip up. So after we didn't fully, but after we basically inversed this gap, I would have taken longs right here, target the only liquidity that we have, and TP in about 10 minutes, like 8 minutes. So that's the thought process behind that. I could have taken that, but I didn't, just off the fact that those draws were already taken. And I mean, we have what? 930 low. 930 low is already swept on NQ, not swept on ES though. See if we could catch a trade to 930 low. Why not? I'll give it one more candle. This probably plays out. What the fuck? Bro, I'm telling you, I just know what the fuck is gonna happen, bro. But it's just no way I could take this. I'm not gonna lie. There's just no way I could take this. But I mean, like, instant delivery. Literally instant delivery. I love 930 low and 930 high as a target. I swear. It's like, in my opinion, it's one of the strongest. Holy shit. It's one of the strongest draw on liquidities you can have, in my opinion, from what I've, from the data I've collected. But as you guys can see, I just called out 2 trades that I did not take that played out. We've taken 3 trades so far. If I would have taken all of the trades that I've called out but did not take, we would have been about 6-0 at this point. I do not claim to be the best trader in the world. I'm not by far. And this is also not financial advice. So holy, like, what the fuck? I mean, this has to, is it Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday. What is this, PPI? Because CPI is like Tuesdays. Oh, never mind. We had CPI on a Wednesday. Okay, so I mean, do I even have to tell you guys what the draw on liquidity is? It's clearly data lows. Data high is already taken. We are in bearish market structure while chopping, but nonetheless in bearish market structure. We have these lows. I mean, I truly don't think I have to explain why data low is a very strong draw on liquidity today. But do we catch an entry? Question of the year. Let's see. So I'm going to go on the 1 minute. This is probably going to play out very fast. Not sure if the only way we catch an entry is if we manipulate bullish off market open. I can't take that. We're going to dump. Oh my God, bro. Okay. This probably plays, but just off the fact that ES is still sitting within this range and this retracement is just stronger than this displacement leg. Don't want to take it, but I mean, bounced off this 5 minute. Probably have a no 15 minute, but we bounced off this 5 minute. And then this probably plays. I don't want to take it and I lose, bro. But this probably plays. I also don't want to fade it again either, though. I've faded like 5 setups already. Bro, I'm going to take it just because I've faded so many setups. But if I lose this, just off the fact that like I literally said that like ES is in a range and I'm going to genuinely be pissed. But I mean, like, this is the most clear drawn liquidity ever. But what is this? 936. We just put this in. 924. We just put that in. We have LR above. We do have LR above that we could sweep out. But whatever, bro. Beautiful. Simple as that. And I'm sorry. I'm low-key like I'm just fighting demons right now. But I just took it to data low because the first draw on liquidity is always the most probable draw on liquidity. But to be honest, we might not dump to take out this low because this is pretty far. But I would definitely believe that we sweep out this low. So let's see what happens. There you have it. And it looks like we're going to go get that third one. Now we edge it. But off of that, this would also be a good long. We edge this low. We flip to bullish market structure, and we're respecting bullish confluences. You 1-to-1 this long right here. This probably plays out. I'm not going to take it, but this most likely plays out. Okay, I would have been closed or break even or something, but let's just see if it does. Okay, that's fucking ridiculous. But you guys get the point. So what are we for? We're 4-0 on the session, bro. Absolute beautiful. I'll probably look to take like 2 more trades and then I'll get off. It's already 11 o'clock. What's good about this is I haven't had any interruptions throughout this video. My camera hasn't turned off, anything. Which means I don't have to edit this video. Absolute beautiful, bro. W night. Gonna go eat some shrimp pasta after this. This is amazing. Hold on. As soon as I said that, I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna take a quick little phone break. I have some messages to attend to, but I'm gonna keep my screen right here so you guys know I'm not LARPing anything. All right, we're back. As you got, wait, before I move the mouse, you guys see, have not moved at all, still inside the same spot. Just to let you guys know something. I tried out Zens today because, you know, my mentor And the people in our Discord group, well, let me not say our Discord group. How am I taking credit? The people in his Discord group, they're just a bunch of trolls. So they'll be like, oh, vaping is gay. Zins are like the better, alternative and things like that. I tried out Zins today. I took 2 Zins before recording this video, actually. Just to see if, they would increase my alertness, my focusness, shit like that. They did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Maybe it's because my nicotine tolerance is so high. Can I say that? Please don't strike this. My nic tolerance is so high, but they did absolutely nothing. If anything, they probably made me more tired. So I'm saying that because yes, I'm about to hit my blue raz ice. No, I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Nice? All right, cool. Back to the video. All right, so what do we have here on this day? I'm gonna try to take like 2 more trades and then hop off this. I don't want to make this video too long. It's probably gonna be like 30 minutes, not gonna lie. Relative equal lows, beautiful target. Then we also have this low put in, this relative equal lows again. Holy shit, these might be perfect equal lows. I'm gonna be very bearish to these targets. I'm not even gonna cap to you. Not even gonna cap to you. I mean, technically, okay, is this perfect equal lows or are these relative? These are like perfect equal lows. Okay, so this isn't SMT'd either, so this is a valid target. I honestly don't even want to see longs. I want to catch a short entry to one of these draws. But if longs have to be in play, it would be to these highs. But shorts are very ideal. Very ideal. And then we also have like this internal. I would like to see us manipulate bullish off open and then displace to the downside. I would really not like for us to come and run these lows off rip. Okay, I can live with that. I don't like how we didn't sweep this though. I would have wanted this wick to push up a little bit higher so we could sweep out these like, can you not make a straight line? I guess not. I would have wanted this to push up a little bit higher so we could at least sweep this high. Ideally, probably like these highs, but at least sweep this high. So then we could push lower. But this is forming very nicely. I'm not going to take a short off of this candle, although the chances of it working, it might. But I'm not going to take a short off that candle. We're probably going to dump. Oh, okay. Okay, we inverse this 1 minute. Have not formed a 5 minute yet, but we inverse this 1 minute. We're putting in an SMT with these highs. Technically, ES is the more bearish asset because it did not sweep this, but ES is also so close to these lows. So I'm not going to take this on ES, but I'm going to take this short on NQ here. Target these lows here because the first draw is always the most probable. Then we're going to go for like a 1 to 4 and see how this plays out. Bro, this is insane. So first draw is always the most probable. So I'm just, like I said in the beginning, I normally average like a 1 to 2 RR. So sometimes like my RR will be like 1 to 8, and then I'll just stretch it so it can be a 2.0. And honestly, with these being equal lows, I honestly probably would have stretched it here if I remembered. My memory sucks, but if I remember these were equal lows, I most likely would have stretched it here. But ES also just SMT'd that, or swept that, I should say. But for the video, I just want to be a little bit more conservative, and just target the first draw because the first draw is always the more probable. But this definitely, yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. And then these are also like relative equal lows. So let's see if we Okay, that's ugly. But yeah, 5-0. Insane backtesting session. I'll try to take one more for you guys before I hop off of here. It's 11-12. And we absolutely dumped. If we have no targets lower, I'm going to call it here. Oh, never mind. I did forget. We did just displace all the way to all-time high. See, that's a testament to how bad my fucking memory is. Inside of this insane daily gap, once again, I do not like trading through gaps at all. And these targets aren't even the most beautiful. I'm gonna skip this day. Honestly, I'm gonna skip this day. FX replay, hello. Okay, there we go. So now we formed a little bit more structure. We're probably still inside, most likely still inside this gap, but we have this untapped daily right here, untapped daily right here, this daily low right here, which is the same right there. Yeah, this is a lot closer to that low. And I mean, we have this 4-hour right here. And we've honestly just been completely displacing. So at this point, I'd want to see a retrace up. This 4-hour gap would probably be my favorite target. So just to mark this out on ES, it would be this 4-hour high right here. Probably want to see us displace, probably sweep this low. Or honestly, if we displace to sweep this low, we're going to tap this daily gap as well. So, I mean, I feel like we are kind of like just overextended to the downside. So I really don't favor shorts the most, but it's also a daily gap down here. So, you know, anything could happen, but I'd want to see, you know, something like this to go target that 4-hour just so we can rebalance price some. It's also a 1-hour as well. So that looks really nice. So let's just see what we can get. Skip through this. Okay. Let me not use my brain here, because we did get a retrace and we respected this 5-minute gap. Now we're displacing to the downside. Honestly, you guys know I like these lower time frame draws. Something like this. Is the RR even there though? I mean, if you extend a little bit past the draw, the RR is there. Something like this I wouldn't mind taking. And this is basically after we inverse this gap. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, a very high probable trade, especially with this 4-hour being so far away. This is probably going to be the best trade of the day, to be honest. Yeah, and these are like, nah, they're not relative. I'm not going to call them relative equal lows. This is most likely the best trade of the day, but I missed it. So let's just watch this play out. Oh, shit. Never mind. Thank God I didn't take that shit. Okay, so I mean, now, where are our draws? I mean, we had these highs, but low-key skipped through it too fast because I just wanted to see if it would have played out. Probably would have taken like, nah, I probably wouldn't have taken that 5-minute inverse. I mean, okay, if we displace in one direction and then we start to chop and then we start displacing, not just moving in one direction, but displacing in one direction, it's a very clear sign that, you know, market is going to shift and, you know, longs are in play in this scenario. So probably would have taken some shit like right here. You guys are like, what the fuck is this? But have you guys seen me lose yet? Thought the fuck so. Stops here. And then I probably would have just targeted this candle, like for video purposes, you know, 1-to-1. But these highs that I have marked out right here would have been very ideal. And you guys see this plays out. And this is 1 to 5 RR. But these highs are just very, very far away. So probably don't catch an entry to these. But we come down. I wouldn't say we edge these lows, but we make our manipulation move down. And then we displace in one direction. It's kind of like the same thing, bro, as, you know, power of 3 on the higher time frame. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I don't really want to call this like, because it's market open, so I don't really want to call this accumulation or anything like that. We manipulate. We fake out all of the stupid motherfuckers who wanted to go long. We absolutely rail their stop loss, get them out of the market, and now we actually distribute to where we want to go. It's common sense. I'm not gonna go back and add this to my win rate or anything like that, just because I didn't see this because I wasn't on the 1 minute. I was on the 5 minute, so I'm not gonna like be a pussy and do all that extra shit. But I mean, it's very clear. This is obvious. Price is starting to slow down now. So yeah, and I'd go to the next day. See what we can get on this day here. Okay, so we swept out this low, turtle soup this low, and now we're displacing higher, but higher to where? I don't fucking know actually. Did we leave that daily untapped? We did. We still left this daily untapped, bro, which isn't my favorite, to be honest. Like, when I see daily gaps not get tapped, I get a little suspect. I'm not gonna hold you. We have this 4 hour. This 4 hour is tapped slightly, but I'd call this relative equal highs in my opinion, to be honest. And then also this is daily gap. Okay, yeah. We're definitely coming up here. 1000%, no doubt in my mind. Let's mark out some highs on the way. This high. There's no doubt in my mind that we're sweeping this high. Absolutely zero. So let's see some market manipulation in the morning. Ideally, would want to see more manipulation than that. We didn't take out any of these lows. Like, this long isn't ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. This long is not that ass. Especially with like higher time frame. We sweep this out. Like, this is not ass by any means, but I'd low-key want to see a little bit more of a retrace than this, bro. I'm gonna be real. Fuck me in the ass and call me Sally. Oh, I'm taking this. Holy shit, I'm taking this. If I get fucked, bro, the R's not even there. What the fuck? Yeah, bro, there's no way. There's no way I don't take this. What the fuck? Hell nah. I'm gonna squeeze out that 1-to-1. Are you stupid? Are you dead ass? No, I cannot lose the last trade. Lock in. Fuck me. This is ugly. Holy shit. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna close. I would close for break even. Okay, I'm gonna be tight if I close right here and we start displacing. What time is it? 10:24. Okay, I'm calling it now. I just want to see if we displace. If we displace, I don't want to miss out. But I would just close for break even. This is ass. This is ass. Matter of fact, I'm gonna close. I'm not even gonna do none of that cheating shit. Actually, no. Fuck no. I'm not closing. Fuck that. Fuck nigga. Oh shit. Pussy boy. Now I'm break even. This was a fucking shit. 9:52 to, and we're still in this at 10:32. Okay, even if that hit, but there's no way I can't end the backtesting session off of this shit. This is ass as fuck. But this is why why do I always say safe stop loss, bro? This is why safe stop loss is important. Because if you would have tried to put this shit under this candle, you would have got fucked. Absolutely railed in the fucking ass. 6-0, bro. Does it get better than that? I don't think so. Genuinely don't want to end the backtesting session on that bullshit. But I am like low-key kind of hot. I don't know why. Oh, it's the liquor. I'm not even drunk. I'm low-key a heavyweight, but my body starts to get hot before I get drunk. We have this untapped 4 hour here. Definitely see us coming like digging into this before see us coming. What the fuck? I definitely see us digging deeper. We haven't even hit it yet. MJ, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I definitely see us digging into this 4-hour before we continue this move up, if we want to continue this move up. So I'm just gonna mark out that 4-hour. And as for draws higher, I mean, this is a 4-hour gap. This is swept. I mean, like, as for draws higher, this would probably just be like the best draw, to be honest. So let's just see what happens. I would definitely favor this 4-hour though. Not gonna lie. So ideally, get a little bit of a push up, manipulation higher, and then we displace and deliver to that 4-hour. Please give me an entry, bro, because I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be my last day. So even if we don't get an entry, I'm gonna just fuck me. All right. Is there any other entry short before I call it a video? We have this 1-hour gap here. I like this wick as well. Okay. We got one more chance at this shit. Lock in. Are you dead ass? Yo, they're dead ass. Reversal longs. Ooh. Do we have an untapped 5? Ah, shit. I mean, we have this 5, but that shit kind of far, yo. I'm not gonna lie. We'd have to dig all the way through this 5. Don't know how I feel about that. It's definitely I'm gonna need more. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna call it a session there. 6-0, 100% win rate. Last trade was very sketch, but played out nonetheless. November 2024, pretty decent month. How many days did we go through? We started on Tuesday, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11. 11 days, 6 trade. Oh shit. My bad. 11 days, 6 trades. Honestly, pretty decent. I'm not gonna fake it. 11 days, 6 trades, pretty decent. So I'm gonna call it there. Not sure how frequently I will be uploading. To be honest, I was pushing for like 1 video a day. I'm lying. I was pushing, like, back then when I was uploading a month ago, I was pushing for like a vid a week. Or like 2 vids a week. Because I dropped like 4 videos all in the same month. So I was pushing like for 2 vids a week. Probably as of now, until I get back to Miami. We'll see what happens when I get back to Miami. But I'm currently in Texas right now. And as of now, the only videos I'll probably be posting is like, I'm low-key I'm gonna start back up with the shorts. For sure, I'm gonna start posting the shorts again. But as for videos, I'll probably just be posting like trade recaps from trades I take during market open. And if, we happen to blow up, which I hope we do, but, no rush. If we happen to blow up, then, I'll ask you guys what you want to see, whether it's more back testing, whether it's IRL, because I do go to the gym almost every day. If you guys want to see some workout content, shit like that, let me know. Shout out to Timmy, bro. Timmy from TJR. Shout out to Timmy. Low-key one of my favorite YouTubers right now. I watch his shit like every day. Shout out to Timmy. I love his style of the videos. He wakes up, he just talks to you guys, trades, goes to the gym, shit like that, all in a video. If you guys want to see some shit like that, let me know. And that being said, you guys have a good night. I'm probably gonna post this. This probably doesn't need that much editing, to be honest. So, but I don't think I'm gonna post this tonight. I'll probably post this in the morning. So you guys have a good, what's tomorrow? Thursday. You guys have a good Thursday, July 2nd. Enjoy it. July 4th is almost out. You guys be safe, and God bless.